The malady may vary from person to person, and the remedy may therefore vary also. When Peter, Andrew, James, and John were called to follow the Master, he did not ask them to sell their boats and fishing tackle, for the reason that these things did not stand in the way of their following him. Okay. Nevertheless, when called, they forsook all in order that they might follow the Master. Whatever a man loves more than he loves Christ makes him unworthy of Christ. Even the most important earthly responsibilities take second place to following Christ in the pathway of discipleship. Paul suffered the loss of all things in order to win Christ. To secure possession of the heavenly treasure, to purchase the pearl of the great price, a man must be ready to sell all that he hath. But this the rich young ruler could not bring himself to do. Here was his cross, but he refused to bear it. The self-righteousness who rich young ruler. Kube yazi ba all 10. So siyabona uba ke singambamba u-all 10 kube kusashota i-heart surgery. Ukwisizini ye-heart surgery uba ufuna ukutshintsha le nhliziyo so that uzotsho uyibambe nakakuhle le 10 kuba le 10 ayihambi yodwa le 10, ungayibamba yonke le 10, but if inhliziyo ayihambisani nale 10 udlala nje ngexesha. Masifunde nge-self-righteousness. Matthew 5 verse 30. For I say unto you that except your righteousness shall exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, ye shall in no case enter into the kingdom of heaven. Your righteousness. It shall be remembered that Christ was addressing the newly appointed inner circle of disciples, the 12 in particular, and all others who were prospective citizens of the newly established kingdom. Christ here sets forth in unmistakable language the lofty standard of citizenship. Exceed. The righteousness of citizens of the kingdom of heaven must surpass that of the scribes, the official expositors of the law, and of the Pharisees, who affected superior piety. It was as if in an athletic contest, the disciples as amateurs were pitted against professionals and champions and told that the least they must do is to excel the champions. Righteousness. The righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees consisted in external adherence to the letter of the law. Christ called for insight into and cooperation with the underlying principle of the law. Like some modern religionists, the scribes made allowance for the weaknesses of human nature, so minimizing the seriousness of sin. Thereby, they made it easier to disobey God and encourage men to do so. Okay? They taught that a man is to be judged by the majority of his deeds. That is, if his good deeds are in excess of his evil deeds, God will adjudge him righteous, according to Talmud, page 38 and 39. To compensate for evil acts, they prescribed a system of works righteousness, by means of which a person might earn sufficient merit to outweigh the unfavorable balance in his record. The Pharisees thought their system of work righteousness a certain passport to heaven. In fact, that was their reason for being Pharisees. Here Jesus brands their system as inadequate to qualify men so much as to step within the kingdom. Efforts to attain righteousness through formal acts or supposedly meritorious deeds are less than worthless. So bebenalanto merits and demerits. So kune merits ezininzi ne-demerit mhlawumbe 1 or 2. I-merits zakho will then make you righteous, make you keep your status of you Pharisee. Okay.